Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Taz. And I got another Diablo Immortal video for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This particular video, we're going to talk about the market. I'm going to go in deep how you should buy and sell items in the market. So let's go into the market.
We have the finest goods the world over.
Y'all don't have to pay attention to that. That's my new watch list. I'm looking at some cats right now. So, if you have things that are sellable in the market, this is the screen you're going to use. If you want to buy things, this is the screen. If you want to sell things, this is the screen. So let's go into legendary gems. A lot of people buy legendary gems in the market. So for example, I'm just gonna cover just a few of these gems and what to look out for and things like that. So let's say, what's a common good gem? The Berserker's Eye is of course a 1-star gem. Now, as you look at this list, everybody who priced their Berserker's Eye, you know, there's different prices. You have one for 435 platinum. You have one for 478, 790, and so forth. Always keep in mind the cheapest one is going to be at the top. So when you're buying gems, you know, back in the day, you can buy the highest one or the lowest one, whichever one you choose. But now in the game, as of right now, today, a whole bunch of updates ago, they make you buy the lowest prices ones first. You see, if this one 435, this one 478. What if I don't want the cheapest one, which is stupid, but if I click on it, it says please buy the lowest price first. And the reason why they did it because everybody had a main account and the Austin account, and they would exchange their gems or whatever for the plat. So really, everybody was trading with themselves. Like if I had 100k platinum on my other account and I wanted to get that 100k on this account, I would just sell like a familiar or something like that to myself. And I knew which one was mine. But, you know, they took it out the game, so it is what it is. So let's say, let me see, do I have any? I'm kind of nigga right now. But okay, like you see the sale part, I have an F8 ruin and the Urus ruin. When you click on it, for example, if you got an F8 ruin, the lowest price you can sell it for is 2,700. You can sell it for higher, but at this point of the game, the other players, they not going to buy it. Why they not going to buy it? It's because it's too fucking high. It's a F8 ruin. It's not a legendary ruin. It's a good ruin, but 2,700 is the lowest that you can sell this ruin, which is not too bad, especially if you really need the platinum. But let's go to buy. We're gonna go to ruins, and we're gonna go to the F8 ruins. There's 25. Well, it's more than 25 available. They tripping. So 28 people. The thing about the ruins, they don't have like a suggested price for those. Like legendary gems, familiars, they have like a suggested price for them. But the ruins, you kind of on your own on that one. So 28 people have the FA ruin priced at 2,700 platinum. One person has a F8 ruin for $28.35. Now, just off the top of your head, let's say you was looking, for example, you was looking for a F8 ruin. Which one of these you would buy? Of course, you would buy the cheapest one. It's the same ruin. Why would I want to pay more? And some people might call it petty, but still, the game makes you buy the lowest price first. Okay? Now, I'm gonna go into the legendary gems. And I'm just gonna show you all, I'm gonna share with you all some of the things that I just learned about this game. So let's pick a good one. Let's pick Rolling Consequence. Let's see if there is a 5 out of 5 rolling in the market. Well, damn. It's got 1, 2, 3 of them in the market. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, Rolling Consequence. If you click on the picture, you should see this screen pop up. Now, the difference is the gems work a little bit different. If you scroll down, you see that sellable on market. The market value is 486,400 platinum. Now, this is the game telling you how much this gem really worth. Okay, this person has their price set to 588,800. So this is what we are about to do. 486, 400 is what they saying is worth. So we're going to take 500, and you all can do this too. I'm gonna show you why I do this. 588,800 minus 15%. That's going to give you 500,480. Why did I do 588,800 minus 15%? Because when you sell a legendary gem, if you sell anything in the market, right? Diablo, the market take a 15% cut. And I know, like, if you just start playing this game, you don't know this. But like until after somebody buy your item, then you're gonna see why I ain't get the full amount. Is because the market takes a 15% cut. Okay, so the game says this gem is worth 486,400 platinum. So when I did his price, he wanted 588,800. So what I did was I did his price minus 15%, and you're going to get how much he's going to profit. He's going to profit in his account 500,480 platinum. So you take that price, right, and you're going to do minus what the market value amount is worth. So we got 500,480 minus 486,400 platinum. So he's only, his true ratio, he's really only going to profit an additional 14,080 platinum. Let me say that again. I took how much he priced it. I did it minus the market value, and he's gonna get all his platinum back plus what I say, 14,080 platinum on top of what they're doing. So the price range is good. All this rolling consequence 640K is bullshit. Nobody ain't buying this shit. Yeah, nobody ain't buying this shit, fool. Not for no 640. All the whales already have this gem at 5 out of 5. It just the other people who's coming up and getting stronger, once they get that type of platinum, then they're gonna look more into, you know, the 5 out of 5 if they have not already got it out of the Elder Rift. So this person, somebody hearted this gem, don't even pay that no attention. People be hearting their own gems with other accounts. So sometimes other people do it, but usually it would have been like 2 hearts, 3 hearts, something like that. 1 heart. Come on now, 640K. Why would you bypass the cheaper one of the same thing for something that costs a whole lot more? So this is the cheapest 5 out of 5 rolling consequence available. And did he price it good? He priced it the best out of these, you know, out of these 3. Out of himself and the other 2 that's for sale. That's how, when it comes to buying gems in the market, that's how you have to think. You always have to remember, when they do the deals in the market, the market always take a 15% cut. Always. It's unavoidable. So let's do another one. But still, a lot of people is going to say, even though he priced it at 588,800, a lot of people still going to say it's too high. But what other people doing when they sell their gems, since they already know the market is going to take a 15% cut, so they price it a little bit higher so the transaction will cover the 15%, you know, lost cost. Okay. Now, if you wanted to be completely equal on this game, the game will allow you to sell this gem for exactly what they said, 486,400 platinum. That amount takes a long time to get. Even if you're a mid-spender, it takes a long time to get. 100K platinum takes a long time. Because let's say you one of those people that sell normal gems all the time. Look at these prices. You would have to sell a shitload of sapphires for years to get that kind of platinum. See that? Most people don't even sell their normal gems no more. They just, you might as well just upgrade them and keep them in your build, because they are so cheap right now. Back in the day, these sapphire blue gems used to be worth 400 platinum each. Man, you could have saved the 50 of them and came up big. Everything was different back then, because the sapphire gems are the strongest normal gems in the game, because you get armor and armor penetration. These ruins, if you want to make some platinum off these ruins, you're going to have to go all the way to the bottom of the list. These are the rarest ruins in the game. They all legendary, but the whales, they buying these. Look how much this ruin is worth. Well, it's not worth because if you click on it, the game doesn't specifically tell you how much it's worth. But because it's it's one of the rarest ruins in the game, people are going to price these things pretty high. He has a ton ruin priced at 100. Hold on, wait a minute. There ain't no 110, 100,000. That's 1 million platinum. Nobody's not buying this shit, man. You see what I'm talking about? That when you see this off the chain pricing, it is nuts. But if you one of the people that got a lot of platinum and you want to spend it the right way, you have to look at a lot of different things. Just like how I broke down the roller consequence, let's do another one. We finna change it up. We finna look at some familiars. Dust Prowler. You see, it's, some little bullshit Dust Prowlers. Let's go to the higher ones. There are 17 pages of Dust Prowler. We're gonna go all the way to the end. Okay, Dust Prowler. This guy has a Dust Prowler. The last one, y'all see this one right here. This the gold background Dust Prowler. Let's break this Dust Prowler down. You have Manhunt. You have Guardian, which is a good one. You have Savage Blows, okay. You have Razor Claws. You have Precision. And you have Rejuvenate. Bro, this damn Dust Prowler is now worth how much you want? 987,840 platinum. Ain't no way in hell he gonna sell it. Nobody's not gonna buy it. Let's break down the good things about this Dust Prowler. He has, let me go back. He has Guardian. That's the only good thing about it. It had a new little high reso. Bro, Guardian is the only good thing about this damn Dust Prowler. And the fact that he has 3 legendary skills. These 3, Guardian, Savage Blows, and Precision. Those are the legendary skills. The other 3 are rare skills, which is good. It may not be the ones you want, but they're good. But it is not worth 987,840 platinum. And you see all these other Dust Prowlers way better. For an example, let's look at this Dust Prowler. And I clicked on this one. Y'all see my little thing? Let's click on this one. You see 4 people is watching this Dust Prowler. Number 1, you gotta look at it. It might be something good because you got 4 people looking at this Dust Prowler. This Dust Prowler has 3 legendary traits. 2 of them are active. Beast of Might, primary attack damage increase. Survival instincts, maximum life increase. They are active as soon as you buy this pet. The main trait is a very good one, but it's not active. It's still, if you have a triple attribute cat, I would prefer you to buy this one over the other bullshit that we just saw. All right, let's go to his stats. It is a legendary cat. It has the red right here. It has the red background. That's how you know it's legendary. Other than that, he has 2 heads. That is the legendary cat, the Dust Prowler. Another thing why this cat is so good, he has Savior. The familiar grants a one-time protection from death, including damage immunity for 3.3 seconds, but it will not participate in combat for the next 75 seconds. That is one of the strongest skills any familiar in this game can have. It's a PvP skill. So let's say somebody kill you, right? You will not die, and you got 3.3 seconds to get away or to go somewhere, you know, run away from him, or to go somewhere and heal yourself. You know, you use a bandage, you heal yourself. You can use this skill every 75 seconds. And there are some ways you can decrease that 75 seconds to 70 seconds or 65 seconds. But it depends on your attributes. One of the best skills in the game. Then he have Innervate. Familiar active skill has an 8% chance of resetting player skill cooldown. The higher the potency, you know, you can get the difference. But his potency is pretty. The zigzag is the agility, so it's already high enough. So the cooldown, yeah, increased at 170 attributes. This pet has 4 legendary skills. It has Siphon and it has Razor Claws. He has it priced at 481,076 platinum. This Dust Prowler for 481,000 is worth more than this Dust Prowler somebody put in the market for 987,840. Don't even look at that. If you want a good Dust Prowler for the long run, you would look. And then it has, like I said earlier, 3 legendary traits. If you want this main to become active, you need the agility to be at 170. Because you see like another lightning bolt. You go back to the cat. If you look at agility, if you look at the symbol next to agility, it's the lightning bolt. So if you want to activate the main trait on this cat, you would need some cat somewhere to have 170 agility attributes, you know, stats. This is a good cat. That's just a good primary example for what you're looking for. If you can get a savior cat for a cheap price, you should get it. But you don't want just savior to be the only good thing about it, because what if you're doing PvE content? So you need a balanced cat. But if you just want to work on your PvP, yeah, get you a savior cat. This is a savior and innovate cat, and he got 3 legendary traits. 2 of them is active. So let's keep in mind, to activate this main, you want the critical hit chance increase. You need 170 agility. If I had the platinum, let's look at my cat. Let's look at my familiar cat. Okay, my cat has 172 agility attributes. So if I were to buy his cat and switch my attributes with that cat, I would have had Savior, Innovate, and I would have had the main legendary trait. I have the stats. My resilience 192, my insight 132, my agility 172 attributes. The legendary main trait should be one of the main traits you have, you know, in your active traits. A red main trait is one of the best ones in the game. So I'm showing you all. You don't want to go to the market. When you do get some good platinum, you don't want to go to the market and just buy any fucking thing. If you like Dust Prowler is a good cat for everybody defensive wise because let me go to some of these good cats. Ooh, that's a frost cat. Because all Dust Prowlers have the Spirit Shroud. Creates a Spirit Shroud equals to 240% adventurer damage. When shield strength drops to 0, it bursts, dealing 240% damage to nearby enemies. So you get protection, and then when the shield goes away, it damages whoever that's close by you. That's why a lot of people prefer the cat. It's one that is, and you, as you can tell in the market, the cats are pretty high. All the good cats is pretty expensive. But let's go a little bit further. Let's go down to see if other people have. Nope, I'm not doing that right now. He has a savior cat for 480,000 platinum. Would I buy a savior cat? The only cat I would buy in 400 anything, if I could find it cheaper, would have been this Dust Prowler we just saw right here. I don't really care about these two magic, you know what I'm saying? These two magic, I said, yeah, magic skills because they blue. But Savior and Innovate on the same cat is pretty rare to find. And he has 4 legendary skills. So that's a true legendary cat. But we're going to look at some cheaper ones. All right. This guy, this is one of the cats I was looking at. For half the price, it doesn't have Innovate, but it has Savior. But my personal opinion, I play a lot of more PvE than PvP. So if I got a Savior in PvP, I'm good. But for PvE, you have this cat has Soul Shield. Legendary Soul Shield. Gaining Absorb Shield equals to 42% of familiar's active skill damage. Maximum potency reach, because the Soul Shield goes off the resilience attribute. As you see, this cat resilience is maxed out 200. That's why in this description it says maximum potency reached, because he has max resilience. Sorry. And this cat has tenacity. Reduce the cooldown of familiar active skills by 9.5%. So his skill is the Spirit Shroud. You get a cooldown on that one, and you get a cooldown on all these other skills. Tenacity, if you see a cat with tenacity legendary and Soul Shield legendary, that's a damn good cat. And if he has Savior, it's gonna benefit you from PvE and PvP. The cat is what I call it, a defensive familiar. If you want to last a little bit longer, if you want to take just a little bit more damage, like some of the dungeons we do when they make you interact with an item and then the little circle thing go kind of slow because you're trying to, you know, interact with an item, and then you got all these other enemies that's trying to hit you. Your Dust Prowler can activate the shield and it won't knock you back from interacting with those items in some of those dungeons. And he wanted, let's see the price on this one. See, high agility, high resilience, limited. He wanted 278,769. It's still kind of high. You know, it's gonna take me a while to save up. I only got 84K, so it's a pretty good one. All the traits is active. Okay, you see the traits: the finish, haste, the survival instinct, the beast of might. I don't mind one trait being inactive because my Dust Prowler cat has 4, maxed out stats. He got 2 stats that's over 170. So I could get any cat, exchange the attributes, and it's going to become active. So it's a pretty good cat. It's a pretty good cat. Now, skill stones, they don't give you a suggested price for those. So you kind of like, you're going to have to look at other people price wise, and you're going to have to come up with a decision to make a price on if you selling the skill stone, how much will you price it? You can't price it too crazy because most people do not buy skill stones no more, unless it's something like this. If you got like the skills that you use, since I'm a demon hunter, I don't use none of these skills. So 1400 is not, it's a bad skill stone. Now on the other hand, this skill stone has multi-shot and explosive arrow. I use 2 of those, but when you get these skill stones and you trying to roll it to your own stone, you might get lucky, you might not get lucky. But 2 out of 5 is pretty a bad. The reason why I say 2 out of 5 because I use 2 of these skills, but a skill stone has 5 skills on there. So it's a high chance it's gonna land on a demon hunter skill. But which one though? Like I said, you're gonna have to. Now, if I was using 3 out of these 5 skills, this would have been a good skill stone for 1400. I would have bought it. But I only use 2 of those skills. All right. That's just an example on what to look for as far as skill stones. Terra Essence is pretty straightforward. If you sell your Terra Essence, you're looking at these guys sell theirs. The cheapest one is 325 platinum. He has, everybody who's selling it for 325, there's 111 of those in the market. So you're gonna have to price it at 325 or lower for somebody to go ahead and buy yours. Otherwise, there's 111 of them, and everybody's going to buy the cheapest Terra Essence. So we covered Terra Essence. We went over familiars. If you do go for a Dust Prowler, I only use Dust Prowler for example. You won't Savior. If you can get Savior and Innovate, it's good. If it's way out your price range, I would tend to go for a Dust Prowler with Soul Shield and Tenacity. They have other skills in the games, but I like Soul Shield and Tenacity. A little bit more protection and a cooldown on your Dust Prowler skills. Skill stones, like I told you, go for the ones that's using the skills you're using. Everybody is using 5 skills, but for a good skill stone, if you can find one that has about 3 of your skills, 2 like this one is borderline. Because I do use multi-shot and I use explosive arrow. That's borderline. I just wouldn't pay $14.27 for it. And at the same time, you taking a gamble. You may not get no boost. You might get an extra 4%, 6%. You don't know. Because it's a gamble every time. Ruins. If you have these ruins and you want to sell your ruins, just be the cheapest one. Like a lot of times when people sell this stuff on the game, bro, you're not trying to wait to somebody buy it a month from now. You want this stuff gone, so you take that platinum and buy what you need. You're gonna have to make good deals on this game. The cheapest one for this one is 44,811. Why does he keep sending me all these invites? But yes, legendary gems, they rolling consequence, man. He's gonna when the game take his 15% cut, he's still getting what, even when they take the 15% cut, he's still getting all of their platinum back. Let's look at some cheaper options. Let's see if there's a bottle of hope that's 5-star. Oh, bottle of hope. Kind of price like the roller consequence. So man, that's a lot of platinum just for one 5-star, bro. Y'all already saw how much that cat cost. That cat is gonna do a whole lot more than that gem. The gems are good because but the thing is, you still gotta upgrade the gems. A 5 out of 5 gem is only 100 rezo. So man, this was just a good breakdown video. It wasn't meant to take this long, my bad. But if it triggers my mind and I have to tell you guys what to look for, I'm going to tell you all what to look for. Okay, man. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for more informational videos like this on how to buy and sell in the market. This your boy Taz, and I see you all on the next one.